Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Question is, I understand that riba, or interest, is haram and a mortgage is considered to be riba. Correct. But can you explain whether there is such thing as a halal mortgage? And if yes, how is it considered halal? Okay, so you're right that these conventional mortgages that the high street banks, for example, that they offer to people involves riba. You borrow a certain amount of money and then you pay back on top of that. That's clearly haram. That is clearly haram. And so therefore the mortgages are not considered halal. I am aware of some fatwa, some rulings that are given by some Islamic bodies where if it's your own home, or your first home I should say, if it's your first home, then you can take out this riba mortgage. But this is in complete contrast to what the majority of many scholars around the world is, that halal, riba cannot come halal. You're not forced to buy a house, you can rent, and there are many other options for you to do. There are some steps that one can take to own their own property, like shared ownership, and there are some organizations which provide services for Muslims to make sure it is halal, where you put down a deposit and you own maybe 5% of that particular property, and then you pay rent for 95% of what the normal rent would be of that property, because you own 5, and then over a period of time you pay on top of the rent. So slowly but surely you start owning more of the house, until eventually you own all the house and then you don't pay any more rent. So there are some organizations that offer this way of owning your own property, but this conventional mortgage that you find in the high street is haram and not permitted, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is best.